Hello and welcome down onto the Tech Desk, and in today's video we've got a product from EasySMX, and this is their X10 mechanical master controller. Okay, this works for PC, iOS, Android and the Nintendo Switch. I'd say it's mainly for PC, and I've certainly been using it on my PC more than say my Switch, and I'll talk about that later. And we've looked at a few things from EasySMX in the past, and their theme has been around things like pictures of tigers or bright purple or very kind of fun themes. Then they drop this absolute banger of a controller, which is a lot more serious than their other controllers, and it's brilliant. Okay, so we're going to talk about it in the video. We're just going to go through it. I'm just going to connect it to a few devices, and I'm going to talk about my experiences using this over the past couple of weeks. This is definitely one to be checking out if you're going to be using it on the PC, or maybe even iOS or Android as well, if that's what you want to do. I'll leave links down below where you can get hold of it, and I'll see if I can get a discount as well. So here we go then. This is the box that it comes in. As you can see over there, I've got my Elite controller for reasons you probably worked out already. And we're going to be unfairly comparing it to a controller that is double the price, but we'll talk about that later. This is how good this controller is standing up. So over here we've got mechanical tactile buttons, brilliant. Swappable magnetic faceplates, interesting. Hall joysticks and triggers, brilliant. Long-lasting battery life, yep, it has. Customized with the EasySMX app. Okay, that may come. I can't find one at the moment. There's no links to it anywhere, so maybe there's one coming in the future. And there we go. There's a picture of it, and there's a few more bits about it on the back. Again, you can customize it with the app. Again, I'm not sure. I can't find the app. We have motion controls, although that will be that only switch. Hall triggers, and we have the back paddles as well. So it's ticking a lot of boxes already. And then if I quickly ping it open, the controller's sitting there, and we have the dongle in there. But we also have some extra goodies inside here. Okay, so let's crack on with this then, because I want to talk to you about these bits. So here's the controller itself. You get a USB Type-C cable, and it's a good one as well. It's nicely braided. It feels really good quality. As with all of my controllers, I never use the cables because I've already got one plugged in over there. So I like to keep these for Sunday best. So that goes back in the box. And then we also have a faceplate, and we have two side pieces as well. Right, so let's talk about this then before we get into the meat of the control. Let's get it out of the way. These are magnetic on here, so they've got a couple of magnets there and a couple of magnets there. And then you ping that off and you've got a bunch of magnets there. You can swap this up to how you want. So if you want an entirely white controller, you've got one. Or if you want one that looks like the Xbox, you've got one. Or if you want to take it back to the silver with the black on it, got one. Or then the silver with the white, or silver and one black. Up to you. Up to you. Really easy to take off, really easy to snap off. Have it however you want. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to be leaving it on the silver with the black on there. I'm going to put these back in the box. So we're already off to a really good start at customizing in the way you look. I think it looks fantastic. So I've got the silver one on here, and you can see it's kind of like a matted silver as well, which is nice. So it's nice and smooth all the way around there. Then if we ping it down here, it has this grippy texture. So these bits that come off there, you see the grippiness of the texture. That's lovely. And that carries all the way around here for the bit that you're going to be holding. Okay, so all around here, it's textured, which I really, really appreciate. Now, when you're holding it, it's really comfy. Asymmetrical design, no issues reaching any of the buttons or the D-pad or the triggers. So on the front, we have obviously, as I just said, the thumbsticks, the asymmetrical. We have a D-pad, we have BS, which is back and start. And we have the cog there, which is kind of like your menu button. And then we have like a power button, X, Y, A, B. On here, we have a turbo and a vibration adjust, and then spinning it over. Brilliant. It can't do without paddles, so completely on the fly assignable paddles. And then here we have the mode switch. So we have first up Nintendo Switch, then we have Bluetooth, so that would be for your phone. Then we have wired on the PC, and we have dongle on the PC. So this is the dongle that it comes with. You're just going to stick that in your PC and then you're going to be playing it. This is what I've been using to playing with the PC. It's all good. X10 gaming control 1L ERS. It's really good. When I was playing it, I'll just talk to you quickly about the lag. There was no lag with the. To be fair, when I was using it with the Switch and on mobile, you'd be hard pressed to tell if there was any lag. But with this, it was just lightning fast. So I would suggest that if you were on your PC, don't use Bluetooth because the polling rate will probably be a lot less than on this. So I'd be using the dongle if you've got a spare USB. If you haven't, okay, but competitive play, you'd be using your dongle. So let's talk about, so the D-pad, okay, I completely understand that the D-pad is a personal preference. For me, I was getting on it okay. It's quite big, and then it moves significantly as well. So look, it's moving without actually clicking it. I can move it quite significantly, okay? But to be fair, it was okay. Really quite high up and be able to press it and there's a definite click. It's more of a thocky click than anything. But it's okay. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. And then these buttons, these are your regular buttons. They just press like any regular button does. So X, Y, A, and B, these are brilliant. I love these new mechanical buttons that are coming to a lot of the controllers. Once you try them, you can't go back. I absolutely love the clicky nature of it. I just love the clicks of them. I just think they're really, really special. And if you haven't got a controller that has them, I suggest you go out and get one just to feel what they're like, because they're brilliant. The triggers up here, okay, they're okay. So these are analog and these are digital. These have enough tension for me. So let's quickly unfairly compare it to a controller. Twice as much. There's a little bit less tension, but there's nothing, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. If I stuck these in your hand, blind tested, and you need to tell me which one with an Xbox, which was a £100 controller and which one was not, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference, okay? So it's nice tension on the triggers. These are okay, but they wobble a bit, right? So without actually pressing them in, look, they do wobble, and it does feel a bit hollow when you press them, and you can feel it wobbling quite a bit. I'm being really picky here, okay? So with these, really picky. So don't worry about it. And then on here, they have the textured grip, which again is just a lovely little feature here. So you've got the textured grip for when you're playing it. Excellent. On the top here, we have the USB Type-C, and when you plug this in, and you'll see here this kind of like mechanism bit. I guess that's for a phone, cradle there that you plug into there. I haven't got one, but you'd be able to clip one in there. And let's just plug it in. So when it's charging, it will light up red on here. It goes out when it's not charging. And a nice little feature, again, a nice little feature for this controller is it tells you when the battery's getting low, it will start flashing. It says it's good for around 20 hours. I'll be honest with you, I haven't been scientific one jot about it because I always plug it in and charge it. It's never gone flat on me, and I've never wanted to use it beyond the battery capacity on this, so it's all good. And then as we talked about on the back here, M1 and M2, they're in a really nice position, okay? So when you're holding it like that, the finger just rests on it. It's a lovely position for them to do. They are a bit loose, okay? So I found that when I was holding my finger on it, any sort of movement, I was accidentally pressing it. It's borderline. You can get away with it if you kind of keep your finger off it, but again, that's a really small point. So as I've got it connected, I might talk to you about there's turbo here, there's automatic and manual. So we have the automatic turbo, which means it will press it without you doing anything, and the manual is the turbo, but you have to hold it down. I don't particularly use them. And then we have the vibrate button as well, so we can have different levels of vibration. So we have 0, 25, 50, 75, and 100%. Okay, so you can adjust the vibration on that. There we go, so we have full vibration on there. So that's a nice little feature that you can adjust on there. And then inside as well, it has the Hall effect sticks as well, which means the Boffins HQ have told us that this will eliminate drift forever. And they feel really good. So I've been using this for the past couple of weeks. I've had no issues with the controller. Nice, and we've tested the dead zone. Nice and responsive. Enough pull on them to be comfortable enough when playing plenty of games. So let's get it connected to some devices then. Let's work our way across here. So first up, we're going to do the Nintendo Switch. Really easy. I've already done this. So you just need to hold this down and it starts flashing really fast. I've got my switch here. It should be connected to already. Yeah, it's connected to already. Okay, so it's really fast connection for this, and you have like a little purple light on there. If I just go and show you here, because it's really easy for me to do the kind of controllers and dead zones and stuff on here. Kind of control stick. So if I do the right hand stick here, okay, there's like hardly any dead zone there, and I'm getting to the end now. Yeah, look, there's hardly any dead zone on the outside. So if you're someone who doesn't like any dead zone, I mean, there's about a millimetre on the outside, I'd say, on the dead zones. And then there's no sticking there whatsoever. Okay, you'd be hard pressed to find a fault with this in using this, but I don't use this on the Switch. I'm just using it on the Switch now just to show you kind of like the difference. And the reason is because of the buttons. We have the different buttons. So it's A, B, X and Y there, which is the Xbox configuration, whereas the Switch has it on the back there, B, A, X and Y. Obviously it does work, whereas I'll be pressing B now. So, and this one, B would be A. Muscle memory you'd have to rely on rather than looking at it and then tapping A, whatever. So hence why I don't really use this as a Switch controller. I mainly use it on my PC when I'm playing games on the PC. Then let's move along to the Bluetooth. So we're going to connect it to our phone. So I've got my iPhone 14 Pro here, and all you're going to do is you're going to go into Bluetooth and you're going to turn it on, and it's going to do a searching, which I've already done for mine. And it connects as an Xbox wireless controller. Okay, so that's what it connects as. And then we are connected with it. So if I quickly ping up, okay, so let's just pick this one. Okay, so really nothing more. It is a Bluetooth controller and it works absolutely fine. And then next up, when you ping it over here, we have on USB. So that's kind of, I use that when I want to switch it off, really. You can hold this down for a few seconds to switch it off, but I kind of stick it onto the USB. And that's if you wanted to be USB. There'd be zero lag for using the USB. But to be honest with you, between USB and the dongle, you'll be hard pushed to tell the difference. And then, as I said, flicking it over to the last one on the end one, that's when you're going to be doing your dongle. So there we have it then. That was my look at this. This is the EasySMX X10 Mechanical Master. And I think this is a brilliant controller. I've been using this now for a few weeks, and it is my main controller on my PC for now. This has been going elsewhere for my Xbox, and this is been staying over by my PC, and I've been using it there. Ticks a lot of my boxes. It's very comfy, has the nice grippy texture, it has the paddles, it has the different modes if I need it to, although I've been mainly just on the PC. The Hall effect, the mechanical buttons, I love these buttons. The only thing I think it would be missing is maybe having these buttons lit up. I think that's it, but your battery would take a hit. Having said that, the battery is exemplary on this controller. Okay, so this is a really good controller. I get sent a lot of controllers, a lot don't make the channel, and this one has. Go and have a look. Let me know down in the comments below, have you got one, or are you thinking of picking one up? The X10 Mechanical Master from EasySMX. A banging controller, really pleased with that. Okay, that's it then. Let me know if you've got any questions on it. Please do like, please do subscribe. Until the next video, bye-bye.